erring on the wrong side.
Okay, Anand, let me quickly answer you. You know, just because there are elections being held, it doesn't mean that India's democracy is in great health. Okay, there is a new concept of dictatorships. Mr. Putin, Mr. Erdogan, Mr. Roger Duterte. There are many leaders who have, by the way, won elections. And what happens in a democracy is not just the election verdict. It's what happens between the 5 years or 4 years that the government is in power. The destruction of institutions is the biggest threat. The taking away of civil liberties, the threat to media, the threat to NGOs. You know what's happened to CPR. The way political parties are being harassed day in and day out. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Look at the Supreme Court's comment on what happened in the Maharashtra politics with the Shiv Sena. But the bigger point that Rahul Gandhi made today is this: that today Mr. Modi's government is extremely nervous, because the Adani issue is now caught the public imagination. And because Mr. Modi is very cozy,
with due respect,
and, relationship with Gautam Adani is out in the open, it is something that Mr. Modi will have.
Can I just respond?
Allow me to, I have 2 minutes on the show, so allow me to please interrupt you and give the last 90 seconds to Zafar Islam to respond. I just have 2-3 humble points to make. First, sir, all the charges that are coming from the Congress party today, quite rich coming from the Congress party, because go back to what the Supreme Court said when the Congress was in power and its observations from the 70s, 80s, 90s to as recently as 2013, when the Supreme Court called institutions under the Congress party, central agencies, as caged parrots. The other aspect of vilification, going after and having this one, it's that there is a litany of examples too. And so is it better to say that those who are in power tend to abuse it? Now, some abuse it to a great degree, others abuse it to a lesser degree, but there is absolute power corrupts. And that's a reality across the world. Can this government be absolved of not using the power in their hand? Not at all. Of course they are to blame. But whoever is pointing fingers, don't they have 3 fingers pointing back at them? That's also a reality. But Zafar Islamji, simple point. I am going to come back. Please make your rebuttal to Sanjay Jhaji in 90 seconds and also answer this question. Will Rahul Gandhi be allowed to clarify in Parliament?
Anand,
first of all, whether Rahul Gandhi or Congress party, whether it's Rahul Gandhi or for that matter anybody from Congress party, when they make their statement that democracy is in danger, I would like to remind them, then Article 356 was misused several times, not once or twice, several times. Was it a vibrant democracy, or was it a reflection of vibrant democracy? 1975, everybody knows about the emergency. Was it a reflection
Let's talk about the present
democracy? And several such instances, I can quote from the past where they are talking about democracy and vibrant democracy, but they have never followed it. Let me remind them, India is the mother of all democracies. It's a very vibrant democracy. It's just because it does not suit your narrative.
India is a mother of all democracies, and that extends with due respect, that extends beyond political parties, sir. That's why my limited point is no political party can claim to protect or be representing the democracy that is Bharat altogether. They don't solely represent that. They will never do it. My apologies, Sanjay. I am way over time. I have to move on. I've got plenty of ground to cover on the show. Well, I look forward to you joining us very soon so then we can take this forward, because this is not ending here. This is day 4. I feel it's going to go beyond a test match, to use a cricketing analogy. This face-off between the government and the opposition over Rahul Gandhi. Thank you very much, Syed Zafar Islam and Sanjay Jha. Thank you very much.